Apple's fall event is 1 week away, and before we tell you everything that you can expect to see later on this week, let's go over what you most likely will not see Apple talk about at September 12th's Wonderlust event. One thing we most likely won't see is the M3 chip alongside new M3 powered Macs. That's because it most likely will get its own event later in October. The first of Apple's new M3 powered Macs are expected to arrive later in the year, according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, who says that an October event will follow Apple's iPhone 15 series announcement that's going to happen next week. And the state of Apple's current product lineup suggests that it'll focus on new Macs with M3 chips. Given that Apple has already launched new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro models in January, and more recently a new 15-inch MacBook Air, Mac Studio, and Mac Pro, Gurman believes that the first beneficiaries of the new M3 chip will be the new 24-inch iMac, a 13-inch MacBook Air, and a 13-inch MacBook Pro. The M3 chip is built on TSMC's 3nm processor, which should result in significant performance and power efficiency improvements compared to the 5nm based M2 chip that the most recent Macs are currently equipped with. We are looking forward to these new M3 Macs, but it's unfortunately not looking like we're going to get those at this September event. Now, just like the M3 Macs, Apple is expected to release a new M3 powered iPad Pro model with OLED displays and a redesigned Magic Keyboard accessory. But these devices are also not expected to debut until the spring or early summer of 2024. As for the iPad mini, which was last updated in September of 2021, Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo in January said that the next model would likely enter mass production in the first quarter of 2024. At the time, he also said that there might not be any new iPad releases in the following 9 to 12 months, which is looking more and more likely. There have also been talks of a new and improved iPad Air, but we expect that to also be released in 2024. Your best hopes of seeing a new iPad could come in the form of an 11th generation entry-level iPad. The 10th generation iPad was released back in October of 2022, and Apple has updated the entry-level iPad on an annual basis since 2017. So we could see a new spec-bumped model in October of 2023, probably alongside those rumored M3 Macs. There are tons of rumors surrounding a new iPhone SE, which would be the 4th generation iPhone SE. And it would make a lot of sense for new iPhones to be released alongside new iPhones. But unfortunately, we've heard rumors of that device for a long time now, and it was rumored for 2023, then 2024, and now it seems like it could be pushed into 2025. And Apple has really never released an iPhone SE alongside the latest newer iPhones, and so that's probably not going to happen as well. It does look to be a massive upgrade over the current iPhone SE, I will add. The latest rumors are suggesting that the iPhone SE will be similar to the iPhone 14, featuring an all-display design with Face ID instead of Touch ID, a USB-C port, a single rear camera, and an action button to replace the mute switch. There's also a possibility that it could include OLED display technology, finally making that much outdated display in line with the rest of the iPhone lineup. Last but not least, don't expect the Apple Vision Pro headset, which I think was pretty obvious considering that Apple already told us that it wasn't going to come until 2024, but that doesn't mean we won't hear any more info around the headset at all. I also wouldn't be surprised if Apple barely talks about it or doesn't mention it at all. Either way, it won't be launching next week. We could see a few random products that are due for upgrades, like Apple accessories. I'm thinking like the MagSafe Duo could get upgraded to have like USB-C, things along that line. We're also expecting a HomePod Mini at some point, a new HomePod Mini that is, but it might not happen at this event. Either way, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think might slip through the cracks and be announced at next week's event that we didn't cover in this video? Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.